Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sony Simplified. My name is Ken, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about a way to eliminate and minimize the artifacting, discoloration, and dark images that are sometimes present when using long exposure photography. So those red, green, and oftentimes white pixels that you sometimes mistaken for a dirty sensor or maybe even a dirty lens is not that at all. It's referred to as a hot pixel. What those pixels are pixels on your sensor that captured large amounts of light, even during low light, long exposure photography, that presented themselves as the white, the green, the blue pixels in your final image. When you really think about what you can do with the multi-frame noise reduction, if you have images that you need to send off immediately, or something that you'd like to post immediately without any editing, how cool would it be to let the camera do most of the work for you? So I still see you're here, so great. And while you are, please take a minute to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with the latest from the Sony Connect channel. We would really appreciate it. We enjoyed the conversation and the connection. So the first topic we're going to discuss will be where to find the actual feature inside your camera. Number two, what actually is multi-frame noise reduction? And as I said before, it's labeled in your camera as long exposure NR. And the final topic we're going to talk about is sort of something you need to be aware of when using the feature, possibly a downside, but certainly something I want you to be very, very aware of. So let's get started. Whether you have a new menu system or an older menu system, I'm going to show you how to access the feature in both. So if you look at your screen, you're going to find if you have a new menu, you're going to go to the red camera, folder 1, and you'll see long exposure NR. Just over to the right, tab down, access, and then you'll be able to turn on and off your long exposure noise reduction. If, like me, you have an older camera that has the older menu, I got you covered there too. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to camera 1 in the menu. You're going to go down to page number 1, find file format, scroll over to page number 2, and you'll see long exposure NR. You can then access it and be able to turn it on and off from there. Do keep in mind that there may be some variations in the menu systems over the years, especially if you think about maybe using it with an RX series camera or maybe even a ZV series camera. So keep that in mind, but I'm pretty sure I got you to where you need to be in order to access the menu. So exactly why do we call it multi-frame noise reduction as opposed to just long exposure NR? Well, when you activate the feature, the camera actually takes an additional frame, an additional black frame above and beyond the frame that you've originally taken. And what that does is now the camera is looking for any of those pixels, any of the discoloration, and any images that are dark that the dynamic range didn't shine through. Now, what's really important about using the feature is that it's best used when you have exposures of 30 seconds or more. That's when you really get a sense of that sensor starting to heat up and potentially giving you some of the artifacting, discolorations, or dark images in your final image. So that's very, very important. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into some examples, but I wanted to tell you about 3 rules that I set for myself when I went out and took these images to present back to you. The first rule is JPEG only. So actually long exposure noise reduction works with JPEG and not in RAW. Rule number 2 is I wanted to be as fast as I could between each image, between the image that did not have the long exposure noise reduction enabled and the image that did. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I think it's important to try to level the playing field. I did not want to have the environment change around me so significantly that it would have essentially color the shot. So that was very important. And rule number 3, I took 3 sets of images because I also wanted to be sure that anything that was happening to the image was not being colored or factored, or me being a factor in it, and that the camera was actually doing the work. So with that said, and with the rules in place, let's take a look. So I'm going to scroll over to the first image. And when you take a look at the first image, you'll see that I'm just simply on the bank of a river. It's really getting dark and the sun is setting behind me. The reason why I have that little blue arrow there is because I wanted you to pay attention to that area. And the reason why is as if you notice with the long exposure noise reduction off versus it enabled, you actually see more sky. You actually see brighter light. You actually see more dynamic range, which is interesting considering the fact that it's overlaying a black frame, yet you get more dynamic ranges that the camera was trying to produce, or you uncover more dynamic range that the camera was trying to produce. In this particular image, I am now about 10 yards back from where I was originally, and now I'm facing toward the setting sun. Again, following my rules, I took an image with long exposure noise reduction, not turned on, and one, or disabled, where one was enabled. And you can see again by the arrow how much range and how much brightness you see in the sky, even the light in the tree and the light reflecting off the tree on the ground. So the final one is, I think, the one that was the most interesting to me. What you see on the left and the right with the long exposure disabled, you see this sort of pinkish purple discoloration in the clouds. And on the right-hand side, you don't see it. So there on the left is that discoloration, and on the right, it's not there. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I do apologize for some of the spots you may see on the lens. The water was splashing. This was early in the morning. Finally, let's talk about a potential downside, or something that you really need to know about long exposure noise reduction. For every frame that you take, for every long exposure that you take, the camera takes an equal amount of black frame exposure. So there's 1-to-1. So if you have a 30-second exposure, it takes a 30-second black frame, 60-second, 60-second black frame. The reason why that's important is because it tacks on time. So when you see processing on the back of your screen, don't move the camera. It's still essentially doing the work. So let's go ahead and recap. Hopefully I've given you a way to get to your menu, whether you have the new menu or the old menu. Number 2, I told you how multi-frame noise reduction works and how to use it, maybe some best use cases. And number 3, we discussed possibly some downsides, but consider it time well spent. And since you're still here, don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest, so that we can continue, so you can continue to be with us while we bring you all these latest tips and tricks to take your experience with your Sony product to the next level. Well, gang, that's my time. So as I always say, keep your phone in your pocket. Keep your camera in your hand. This has been another edition of Sony Simplified, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.